Morning, and welcome to another really exciting video for me. Today I'm going to be test riding a bike I've always admired and from a distance, but never thought I would be able to get on with it. So this video is me heading off to Sykes to test ride the 2023 117 Breakout. Really excited about this one. Roll the intro. So, 2023 Breakout, let's try it.
Just going out on it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, let's see if I can cope with it. Bit stretched, isn't it? For a short ass.
Yeah. Badass.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Cool.
I'll see you in a minute. So, the 2023 Harley Davidson Breakout with the 117 engine. Initial thoughts are, it feels ridiculously light compared to my Sport Glide and the Lowrider ST that I've just taken out. Obviously it's a completely different riding position, quite stretched out, bars really low, but it feels badass, that's all I can say. And it looks badass, it just looks like a typical Harley Davidson. And what do I think of it so far? Love it. Oh my god, this one's got it's got a stage 1 on this, so it sounds more typically like a Harley Davidson, especially after the ST, the Idol, that was certainly didn't sound like a Harley Davidson until you opened it up, but this certainly does, and it is, yeah, what can I say? Listen to that roar, and it's got more than enough power, that's for sure. Oh my god, for me the bars are too low and too wide, so what I would, if I was going to have something like this, I would want to bring the bars up a bit, put a taller riser on. But I was worried it was going to be the front forward controls on this were going to be too far stretched out, because that's what I've heard, but no, they're not too bad. Being a short ass at 5'6", I thought, oh no, I'm going to really struggle with this, but not at all. Not at all, and it feels incredibly light and incredibly low in comparison to what I'm used to. This is fun. Now if you're just like doing day trips, like just out pleasure riding all the time on a Sunday, Saturday, this bike is yeah, fantastic. This is fantastic. I've still got to try the corners on it with this 240 rear tyre. I don't know how we're going to get on with that, let's see. Bet it feels really planted. yeah, it doesn't want to dive into the corners as much, obviously, as the lowrider ST and my Sport Glide, but that's to do with the 240 rear tyre. But not hard, certainly easy enough to get around the corners. And again, now what am I finding about this? Again, with the smaller digital display in the handlebar riser, it's good, but because these bars are so much lower than the lowrider ST, I'm still finding I need to look down, but I'm not having to take my eyes off the road as much as I am on my Sport Glide. But just get a slightly higher riser on this and that would sort that problem out without any problem. The seat is super comfortable. It really narrows at the front, so again, if you're a shorter rider like myself, I think the bike is really low anyway, the seat height is really low, but with that narrow front to the seat, gives you a lot of confidence with that touching the ground. And what we do is we'll stop off in a bit so we'll have a walk around so you can actually see what I mean. But yeah, this is quintessentially what I would consider as a proper Harley Davidson. It is fun. It is proper fun. With the 117 again, it's got plenty of pull, and I just want to say a big shout out to Sykes Harley Davidsons for arranging this demo day and letting me go out. I must say Sykes Harley Davidson in the UK is probably the best dealership period in the UK. They're absolutely fantastic. Nothing's too much trouble. They certainly don't rip you off. They'll do anything to help you. So if you've got anything that you want to do with Harley Davidson, if you're looking to buy a new Harley Davidson, if you're looking to buy a used Harley Davidson, they've got a huge amount of stock there. Any work done, the service department and parts department are second to none. I would highly recommend heading down to Sykes Harley Davidson in Sussex. It's well worth the trip. They'll come and collect your bike if you want work done. They'll deliver a new bike to you. They're absolutely brilliant. So everybody from Steve, who's a dealer principal, you've got the sales guys, you've got Gary, you've got Josh, you've got Craig, and then in the service department you've got Josh, and in the parts department you've got Gary. Brilliant guys. I cannot recommend these guys highly enough, so once again, thanks, big shout out to them. So it's getting around the corners. Yeah, getting around the corners, I just overshot that a little bit because of the big rear tyre, but just something you need to get used to and be aware of. But I think once you've done that, there's going to be no issues with this. The mirrors, I think, because the bars are so wide and so low, are a little bit useless, because even with my small shoulders I'm struggling to see behind them, so we'd need to do something on that, but that's a minor thing. yeah, this is fun. This is fun. Would I consider this bike? If I wasn't looking to do any long distance riding, now my plan is at some point we're going to go and live down in the south of Spain, and if that's the case, if I'm living there I wouldn't need to ride there, and then this bike, yeah, I would certainly consider this. I would certainly consider this. And again, I think it's more just if you're riding on your own. I don't know how this would cope with a pillion, but it certainly is fun. So yeah, what would I do? Again, with this bike, with the stage 1 on it, it sounds amazing, so I'd just do a stage 1. I think it's got the high airflow intake already as stock, so I think probably just put a riser on it, probably put the risers up another 3 or 4 inches, 3 or 4 inch riser on top of stock what we've got now, and I think that would probably be about it, to be fair. And this would be a fantastic bike. For me. So it's a lot harder to get around the corners on this, obviously, but it's doable. Let's open it up. Wow. Again, that 117 is all you would ever need on a Softail. You wouldn't need any more than that. That's incredible. Let's have a pull up and let's have a wander around. So, 2023 Harley Davidson Breakout with the 117 engine. Look at that. It is a thing of beauty, that's for sure. It's a beautiful machine. And I didn't think I'd get on with it again. This has been a really surprising day for me, because I love it. Really nice. The only thing I would do was increase these risers up another maybe 3 inches if we could, but put the stage 1 on it like they've got here, but apart from that I wouldn't do anything. It's amazing. It is amazing. Oh, it has got the pillion, so it has got a pillion. It's already pillion equipped. I didn't realise that. So it's got a small pillion pad, so maybe just put a little sissy bar on that for a partner if you're not doing any distance. But look at all that chrome. So if you're riding in nice conditions all the time, fantastic. And those wheels are amazing. So the big front wheel, fat 240 wide wheel. I think it's a 21-inch wheel on the front with an 18-inch wheel on the back, with a 240 width on the back. That makes a hell of a difference on cornering, but fun, very much fun. And you say you've got the 2x2 exhaust again, just a single caliper front disc, but it seemed to have enough braking power for me, but it's just a thing of beauty. It is a thing of beauty. That is a typical Harley Davidson in my eyes, but it's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. So would I recommend this? Now, this bike I think is ideal if you're just doing short distances, not going down country lanes, so on and so forth, bigger roads. For me, this is, yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. If you're looking to do any distance of any type, I think just the setup might get a little bit too much, but again, I don't know. If you change those risers over, so the bar set a little bit taller, yeah, it could be done. I think it could be done. Obviously, you're just lacking for any luggage capacity, but you could get a bag to put on the back, luggage rack, and you'll be away for a day or two at least. So yeah, really, really good. As I say, today has really surprised me. I've done demo day with Sykes Harley Davidson. I've ridden a lowrider ST, which I didn't think I would get on with because of the mid controls, and I loved it. And I thought I'll just try this because I've always loved the look of the Breakout, but I never thought I'd enjoy it. But how wrong am I? I love it. Absolutely love it. It's really, really nice bike. Really nice bike. So anyway, let's get back on the bike now. Head back to Sykes Harley Davidson. Yeah, brilliant. And this is so low, and so easy to maneuver. Look at that. For me, with my Sport Glide, this must be a lot lighter than the Sport Glide. The Sport Glide, if I'm trying to maneuver it around, I am flat-footed, but it's an effort. With this, I've got, look at the bend I've got in my knees here. I've got plenty of purchase. It's so easy to maneuver in here, so it must be a lot lighter. Certainly a lot lighter than the Sport Glide. I'll have to look at that and put the dimensions up, or the weight figures on the screen here below, compared to the Sport Glide and the lowrider ST. But yeah, very nice. Very nice. The only thing with this is cornering. But as I say, I think that's just a matter of practice, and you get used to that. It just takes a little bit more effort to get it around the corners. But not a big issue. Not a big issue. Yeah, we get used to that now. It's fine. I think I need to do an extended demo ride on this, because this has really surprised me. Both bikes have surprised me today. The lowrider ST and this have really surprised me. Always, as I said on a previous video with the lowrider, I always thought my Sport Glide would be my forever bike, and I've spent quite a lot of money on that, so I certainly wouldn't be looking to get rid of it now. I need to enjoy that for at least another year or two. But would I consider one of these other two? Yes. Just simply yes. I've enjoyed both very much. Very, very much. Yeah. Really enjoyable. Really enjoyable. But what I need to do is jump on the sport glide again after riding both of these, just to give a comparison against the three again, like I've done on a previous video with my sport glide, the Road King and the Lowrider S. After I've jumped back on the sport glide, just so I can give you a more realistic comparison between the two, because the trouble is when you jump on either bike like this, it sort of takes your breath away and you forget what you've got. But this is nice. As I say, this is just a typical Harley Davidson, and this seat is super comfortable and it really locks you in, which again surprises me. The two bikes I've ridden today, the stock seats have been good, very good, and they seem to put you in the right position as well. For me, being 5'6", 5'7", I found with the sport glide, the seating position with that just made me lean a little bit too much now. Obviously this bike is meant for leaning, because that's the type of the bars we've got, but that can soon be rectified, as I've said numerous times on this video already. So just to wrap up, would I recommend the Breakout if you're looking for a bar hopper, fun, short distance bike? Yes, 100%. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm grinning from ear to ear riding this. It's fun, real fun. So yeah, I'd highly recommend it. It's a real fun bike. Which has surprised me, and as I said before, today has given me a real dilemma, because I always thought my sport glide would be my forever bike, but this has made me realise maybe it won't be, but don't tell the missus. Fantastic. So yeah, I'm going to sign off for today. I hope you've enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe if you did. I've got plenty more videos lined up, so yeah, if you hit subscribe and press that bell notification, then you will be notified of any new videos that are posted. But I really appreciate you watching. Thanks for your time. Ride safe, stay safe, and I will catch you next time.